Hello everyone, welcome back to the Data Monk. In today's video, we are going to learn the difference between delete, truncate and the drop command in SQL. Before you sit for any interview related to SQL, it is very important that you know the difference between these three. Although it might seem like they perform similar function, but actually that's not true. There's very, thin line of differences between all these three, and it's important that you understand them before sitting for any of your interviews. And this is like one of the most frequently asked question there, like they need to know that if you are clear with the basics, right? So without wasting any time, let's just directly understand the concept, understand the difference between delete, truncate and drop with the help of an example. All right. Okay. So I have already created a table. We have a test table for us. It is the employee details table, wherein we have the ID, full name, manager ID, and the city. Alright. So first I'll just show you how our table looks. Select star from employee details. Right. So I'll just run this for you. This is our table. We have the employer ID, we have full name, we have manager ID, and we have city. All right. Now, now let us first start with our delete command. So as the name suggests, it is used to delete any tuple from the table or the entire table itself. Now, for example, if I write delete from employee details, now here you can add a condition where, say I want to delete where employer ID is equal to 20901. I want to delete this particular tuple from my table. So for that I'm using the delete command. Let us run this. Let's see. Okay, the command has been executed, and now let us just see our table. Alright, after deleting, let us see how our table looks. Employee details, right? Let us run this. Yeah, and now if you notice, our employee details table doesn't have the ID 20901 because we used our delete command, and this particular tuple, this particular row got entirely deleted. So one of the feature of this delete command is that it goes to every tuple one by one. So what it is going to do is it will go through each and every tuple and see if the criteria is matched, and then it will delete it. Okay. Now what if that I don't use this where condition? Okay, I directly use delete from employee tables. I don't have any condition, so I'm just putting the command delete here. Let's see what happens then. I'll run this for you. So first we'll show it will show our entire table, then we have run the delete command, and then we'll see how our table looks. Okay, so it is not showing me anything. Why? Because here I haven't added any condition for deletion, so it has deleted all the rows for me. Remember that here our table hasn't been deleted. We still have the table called employee details with the structure, with the schema, which has all these attributes, that is employee ID, full name, manager ID and city, but they don't have any tuples, they don't have any records within it, and that is the reason I'm not able to see anything here. It is not showing me any error or any problem in here, but it is not showing me the table because there are no records to show. Alright, so this is how you use the delete command. um, so either you can use directly, or you can put a condition with the where clause and then delete the particular tuple or the row. Alright. Okay, now let's understand our truncate command. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll just comment this for you. I'll comment this thing. Okay, moving ahead to truncate command, I'll build the schema again. Alright, so I'll just keep our table with us. Right, so this is our table. Now let us try using the truncate command. Just a second. Okay, let us just remove this only. Alright, we'll understand the truncate command. Right, so we have our table. Now because I built the schema again, I have all the rows. I don't have any deleted records in here. Alright, so the truncate command, it is very much similar to our delete command, but it deletes the table, it deletes all the rows entirely. You cannot add any condition when you are using the truncate command. So if I write truncate from employee details. Alright, so I can't add any condition here. I can't use the where clause here and mention which tuple I want to remove. If you are using the truncate command, that clearly means that you are deleting all the rows. You are removing all the rows from the table. You're not removing the table itself, but you're removing all the rows from the table. You don't have any option here that which rows to keep or which not to keep. So I'll just run this for you, and let us also run the select command also, so we can see how our table looks after that. Okay, so we don't have to use from here. We can just remove that. Let us run this. Yeah, so if you see, all the commands have been executed, but again I can't see my table. Why? Because truncate command deletes all the rows from my entire table. I still have my schema, I still have my employee details table, but without any records into it. So that is the reason that our command has been executed, but we can't see the table because all of them have been removed by the truncate. So if you compare between the delete command and truncate command, the truncate command is actually faster. Why? Because it just, blindly removes all the rows from the table without, thinking that if there is any condition or not, because it doesn't take any condition. But the delete command, it works upon the condition that you give, and even if you are not putting in any condition, it deletes all the rows one by one. Like, it goes through every row one by one, and then it deletes the table. It deletes the rows actually, not the table. Alright, so this was the difference between delete and truncate, and at last now we have our drop command. Okay, so I'll just build this again. We have our employee details table. Alright, so drop command is a bit dangerous to use actually, because once done you can't get it back. So if I run this, if I write drop employee details, what it will do is that it will remove my entire table from the log base. It will delete my entire schema from the log base. So whenever you are using the drop command, be very careful, because you can't even roll this back. You can't use the rollback command to get your table back. So once you are dropping the employee details table, this entire table will be deleted, the entire schema will be deleted, and you won't be able to get it back. So this is the use for drop command. Also here you can't put any condition, because it is just going to remove your entire table, entire schema from the database. So if I run this, the command has been executed. Just a second. I'll run this another one for you. Let us see how our table looks after we are done with the drop employee details. So it is showing me an error now, right? So the drop command has been executed. After that, it is showing me an error. Why? Because I don't have any table now. I don't have any table which will show me the which will execute the select command, because I'm asking to show me rows from the employee details table, but do I have that table now? No, because I have already dropped it. I have already deleted that table. So these are the major differences between drop, truncate and delete command. With truncate and delete, you have an option to roll back. So you can maybe get your table back with the rollback command if you have not committed it before. But when using the drop command, you can't even use the rollback function, right? So this was our difference between the three of them. Okay. I hope you were able to understand the basic concept between these three. So this is it for the video. I hope your preparations are going pretty well. All the best. Have a good day.